going up in smoke. We ain't got no hope. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. My God, my God, my God, did we get big news today? Listen, this one you put it like I said, Microsoft, they got, bombed out yesterday. The HoloLens, the whole Conquer situation. You had a few Conquer fans that were upset with that. Like I said, let me pause. That's me talking live here. You had a few, Conquer fans were upset. They wanted the full Conquer game, and Microsoft showed that in the little tech demo, whatever, it was exclusive to HoloLens. We're gonna get started here. I'm not gonna be here long. I'm just gonna talk about, because like I said, I'm gonna do it live. Twitter right now is blowing up. Because I very often, seldom even tweet Phil, but I tweeted, like I said the other day, man, this is great news. And listen, hear me out. Hear me out. Actually, I'm talking to Worry right now on Twitter too. So if you don't know, if you just said Microsoft Microsoft's Xbox head Phil Spencer hints that the Xbox One could get hardware upgrades like a PC. Now, originally, this is something that we talked about on Big Game with Small Talk. I would like to say in the summertime. Crap was kind of against it. Me and Mooch was kind of, maybe even Show was on the same page here. You know what I mean? Same box. To me, I guess it just kind of made sense back then that, if Microsoft, you can play the same games. It could be one version of a game, but if you say, hey, if you want to play this game right here and at 4K resolution, you can, with with an add-on or even a more powerful Xbox One, whatever the case may be. And I said, yeah, that could be, could be huge. Now, so Phil Spencer came out today and kind of hinted at that with the article. I read it on Polygon. I said, if you own an Xbox One, you might be able to upgrade your console with new hardware in the future. At least, no, that's what it says. It was kind of what Phil kind of hinted at. I'm not going to read the whole goddamn article. I'm just going to talk about it. And then how do I feel about that? Just think about it like this. And I know AMD, I think they showed something off about external GPUs. And the reason why I'm so happy to make a static about it, because I really think that this could work. Now, I don't know, even like for the Xbox One, or for their next console, or something they may implement in the next console. But just hear me out. And of course, people say, it didn't work for Sega, you know what I mean, and it failed. Customers don't like to be confused. I get all that, but if Microsoft gives you the choice, ladies and gentlemen, like the choice to, hey, you know what? You want to play Halo 5? But guess what now? You can play Halo 5 in 4K for this $200 goddamn attachment. You plug it into the USB or something, whatever the case may be. Or you don't have to. You can play the same games as they are. Nothing changed. So the problem that Sega when you had the 32X, it was an attachment. You had to get special games for it. You know what I mean? If they can do this model and have the same games and say, hey, if you want to play that game in a higher resolution, more frames per second, you can. There's nothing wrong with it. Maybe you don't. You don't have to. You understand what I'm saying? That's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? If they're not doing it, they need to get on board with it. And like I think that will be, Jesus. That's like I said. We don't know about Nintendo's new console. You know what I mean? There were some rumor specs to come out, and like I said, there's no hardware, and it should be, I hope to. It should be more powerful than the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. So that will give Microsoft the weakest console on the market. You know what I mean? And you know how this console war so far has all been about resolution and frames per second. And by Microsoft doing this, guess what? It's a new console. So there will be no more resolution gate. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I don't have a problem. I'm saying this right now. I don't have a problem. The Xbox One is my preferred console of choice. I'm an Xbox dude. I don't make any quarrels about that. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But like I said today, you got some people that are pixel counters, and they all about frames and resolution. And listen, and if you call Zaya, you're a hypocrite. You have a gaming. Yes, I do have a gaming PC. And the reason why I choose consoles, again, if you don't know, I like the simplicity of consoles. Like I said, me and Rory was going, shout out, going back and forth actually right now on Twitter. Um, he said, so you mean you're gonna have the Xbox One with add-ons sticking out? Listen. I don't have a problem with my external hard drive. With my I don't see, like I said, people are so afraid of change. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to. It's not like Microsoft, they're forcing this on us, they're forcing it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I get it. Windows 10 is one thing you can always say about Microsoft. They're forever moving forward. Whether you love them, whether you hate them. I mean, people, said that the Xbox Live wouldn't work because it was broadband only. And you can use AOL, and Sony was using AOL, dial-up. Everyone's on broadband now. You understand what I'm saying? And well, just think about this. My God. Hold up, someone's calling me. Turn this off. Like I said, just think about it. Like I said in the day, if they do this, right? And like I said, this is probably something that they talk about. We're talking about Danny, a $1 trillion company. They probably bounce around all types of ideas. And like I said, there are some people that care about, how should I say, wanting to have the fastest car or whatever the case. Some people don't. Some people just say, hey, I'm fine with what I have. And that's cool. And like I said, we get back to my yes, I do have a PC. But the reason why, like I said, prefer consoles again, because I like the simplicity of consoles. If Microsoft does this upgradable thing here, and I can still play my games the same way that I play them now. Hold on 1 second. Hello? Hey, I gotta come. I'm doing a show. I'm live on air. Hit you back. So anyway, like I said, if you can still, game the way that I'm gaming now, nothing. I ain't gonna take a screwdriver and open my console up and put a hard drive in it. If they can do it, well, hey, you know what, mom and dad, guess what? Here, let's plug this little piece in here to the side of your Xbox or whatever the case may be. Cool. You know what I mean? Little Timmy now can play in 4K. Now listen, this won't appeal to everybody. Because I'm going through the comment section on Twitter. Some people absolutely love it. You know what I mean? Some people know, well, Mom, just get a gaming PC. And again, I don't like gaming on. I don't like launching games from the OS. I don't like the Steam store. There's no customer support. You know what I mean? I prefer a controller. I don't like the mouse and keyboard. You know what I mean? So it's not that, like I said, if you're gonna do all that, you know, hop on the gaming rig. No, because I still got my friends on Xbox Live. I still got the greatest controller in the world of me, the elite. You know what I mean? But they're giving me. I'm like I say, I won't even say one of the few because right now 4K televisions are so cheap. You know what I mean? If Microsoft gives me an option, guess what? You can play Halo, whatever the case, in 4K, max settings or whatever the case, maybe or quantum break in 4K. If they would sell me a peripheral that can, damn, I will buy it. You know what I mean? So make us say you think that Microsoft. Now here's the thing: where I think it may fail and it may not work out. I get the pros and the cons. Okay. Now if they do this again, and say they come out with the Slim, new Xbox hardware. And this upgrade or whatever the case may be, it can only be added to the Slim. I think that it became a little messed up because there people over 20 some odd million people, they may be interested in this new version of your hardware. They will have to buy a new system. Like I said, for this thing to work, and if I guess for it to be really successful and adopted by the masses, they have to find a way that it work, and you can work with your existing hardware that we have now. Not have to get rid of the Xbox One we have now and going out and buying the Slim and adding this piece to it, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Like just think about it. Like damn, there will be no more resolution gate. You know what I mean? If you want to play 1080p, 60 frames a second, you can. If that's what you're into, Me, I'm one that like gadgets or whatever the case may be. Well, next gen, you have a PlayStation 4. Well, some of the games in the PS4 run at a higher resolution. Listen, I'm an Xbox dude. I don't have a problem with the PlayStation. My PlayStation is just only for exclusives. I prefer when I'm invested into the Xbox One ecosystem. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. If you don't, it's like some guys are just PlayStation dudes. They may have an Xbox, but they buy 90% of their games on the PlayStation. I'm the opposite way. I like the game only. My friends are there. I'm like I said, not saying I have not met any people on the PlayStation. But I prefer when I'm gaming, even a single player game, I like to be in a party, bugging out and yada yada yada. And that's where all my friends are. You know what I mean? You know. So I guess I don't want to like well, you said resolution. No, it's not a big deal. If it was, if resolution and frames per second was the most important thing to me, again, I will game on PC. But what I like about this, like I'm telling Worry and I'm telling everybody, it's more options. You don't have to do anything. Like I said, it won't be like if like listen, this can be all something that may not become fruition. You know, I mean, it may be a bunch of hopeful, thinking or wishful thinking on all our behalf. Maybe Bill might just spit it out, spit it out there and see how the gamers, how they negative, they like it, they don't like it. It may not become true, but like I said, I always like options. I don't have a problem with the Windows stuff and Windows 10 and because if I want to, if I'm not saying they was talking about a whole bunch of Windows apps coming to the Xbox One, will I probably use any of them? No. But like I said, I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. If that, if you get what I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with options at the end of the day, man. Let me go to the comment section here. I'm not going to do this. Is not going to be a 15-hour podcast. And most likely, we're going to probably come back today, be on Crap's channel and whoever the hell. You'll also check out Big Game of Small Talk podcast. Funny show yesterday, man. Of course, Tim Dog and Crap got into a little spat on the air. Just like I said, it's love is love. You know what I mean? Sometimes we all agree to disagree. You know what I mean? But there's, like I said, there's no beef. The guys done kissed and made up. Well, let me go to the actual podcast here. Let me look at the chat. How do some of you guys feel about this right here, man? Yeah. All right. All right. So listen. So I'm looking at the comment section now. Mike Ortiz said cell phones have different SKUs and whatnot game systems. Now, again, listen. Now, I don't even think that really will even, because Crap like says that it will confuse the customer. No, long as you can play the same goddamn games, no matter Halo will work on all 5 SKUs. Again, I don't think that would be a problem. You know what? We have the Xbox One right here. This one here will play the games at a higher resolution, more frames per second, yada yada yada. If you're into that, you have a new 4K television from Samsung. Well, this right here will take advantage of the 4K capabilities on your new Samsung television. This here one's for you if you choose to. If not, you know what? Just give me the rest. I don't really care about that. Some people they don't like my uncle. He's just a casual gamer. You know what I mean? And he doesn't care about frames per second or resolution. It's not a big deal to him. You know what I mean? But some people, like to, look at their sports car, rip it up a little bit. Like me personally, I'm excited. Like I said, I love options. You know what I mean? It may extend this, this console cycle. You know what I mean? Like I said, I think Nintendo, whatever they bring to the table, it's a lot of variables. Like I said, and not saying that power means everything. You know what I mean? Look at the Wii last generation was the weakest of the 3, and it. Not saying it wiped the floor with the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Like there were no losers last generation. But again, more options are good. You know what I mean? Well, Xbox is being a PC. Why is it? Listen, let me ask you this. What's the difference now? You know what I mean? The Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 are both x86. You have to install your games now before you play them. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what people are so what changed. Some people acting like this is the end. I'm reading some of these some of these comments here on Twitter, and I might as well just get a gaming rig. And well, you can do that. You do realize about Mike, what's wrong with them giving you options? I don't understand it. You know what I mean? What's wrong with more options? And I guarantee you, if Sony came up with this, or if they, do something like this, Sony might do it their damn self. It'd be the best thing since sliced bread. And I think, again, would even give this a little more credit. I remember about 2 years ago, the vice president of Netflix came out, and kind of leaked that both Microsoft and Sony, you know what I mean, we're going to offer, different SKUs to take advantage of 4K content. I did a video about that about 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Uh, Jerry Bush said, but we're console gaming. So okay, so Jerry, I don't know if you know. I'm like I said, this shit's going by so fast. Again, uh, Wavy Cricket was good, bro, my dude. Thank you for rocking out with your boy. Say, listening in the car. What's the wrong? I'm gonna listen to the pros and the cons. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have to do anything, you know what I mean? And I can see, like I said, or if they're saying, you know what, you gotta have this piece right or this attachment right here to play this game, then I can say, you know what, maybe when Nintendo does that shit all the time. Nintendo drop a new motherfucking 3DS just to play one goddamn game all the goddamn time. So let's not get it twisted. Okay, but if, everyone looks at Microsoft, it's like they're the boogeyman on Elm Street. But again, if they what's up, my man Norton? If they do this, like I said, and they, like I said, in Microsoft, this gives you an option and not change the way you play now. All this Windows stuff, this, that, and the other. Now, this Windows event. Let's talk about. Listen, let me just now this Windows event. I think like I said, there's no now that they announced Forza. I guess what's the guy from Tone 10 Studios? I guess every Forza Horizon 3 that comes out, that was a rumor, that's going to come on Windows 10 also. So by going forward, I think every game that Microsoft makes from now on, first one, it's going to be on the Windows 10 ecosystem. You know what I mean? Like I said, for those that like to game on, piece. I don't like to launch games from the OS, and I heard the Microsoft Store wasn't today working on it. I'm just not a PC dude. Now, even though I do have my rig plugged up to my computer, I'm sorry, to my television, so I don't have the issues of playing with a little monitor. And you know what? I guess I'm just set my ways. You like what you like, you know what I mean? But I'm not afraid of change or trying something new. I'm not, I'm not in the closed box. You know what? I'm just not going to try this. It's different. I'm not one of those dudes. I mean, I tried PC gaming. I bought 2 goddamn rigs. I just like the support. What turned me off, honestly, if you don't know about gaming on PC, when I got my first rig, and I shouldn't even get another one, but you know me, I have a habit of splurging sometimes. But anyway, the first rig that I bought, I spent a little over $4,000 for it. And I bought all these goddamn games from the Steam sale and, $2 Tuesdays, and bought it. And one of the games that I saw that I was wanted to play, because this one playing it on YouTube, and it looked like, damn, what the hell is he playing it on? It was playing it on PC. It was Dirt 3. So I went to boot up Dirt 3. And the shit, it kept crashing, keep getting the blue screen to death. There's one thing about, consoles. I'm not saying games may not be buggy, but you put the motherfucking inside your Xbox or your PlayStation, you expect it to work. And I'm like, to the game, what? I mean, oh my God, I bought the game. And it wasn't like I spent a whole bunch of money for the game. Maybe spent like $4 or $5 for the game. But Steam doesn't have my phone number. I got to send them an email. So I had to Google it. I had to go I had to get a patch from this site, patch the game and this, that, and the other, then run it this way. I'm like, I don't want to go through all that shit. And that's right there, like I said, just turned me off. Like, I just want to sit on my ass and play the game. Not saying it was so hard or gaming on PC is difficult. Nah, because you can put Steam in big picture mode and, it looks like Xbox Live. But I like I said, again, like sometimes, like I said, the games do crash. And another thing, like I said, the reason why I prefer the Xbox, whatever, PlayStation, even if you do get little achievements for your Steam games, there's no notification unless they change it. I haven't been on Steam about it. Yeah, unless they changed it. But I like how they add all your achievements up on Xbox Live or PlayStation, your trophies, and you have one score. Like I said, unless Steam changed it. It wasn't like that a year ago. You know what I mean? They get no notification. That's another thing I didn't like. You know what I mean? And then you do have a friends list on Steam. You can see what they're playing or whatever. I'm not, you do have that. But it wasn't, I like a social experience, and it wasn't very social. No one was talking. Maybe it's because the game's not played. You know what I mean? I'm a console dude. I'm not into those MMOs, free to play games. I was playing 2K, or the Tomb Raiders and stuff like that. And no one was talking, I did try Battlefield. Of course, got my ass handed to me. I suck at shooters anyway, but you go with the controller going against a mouse and keyboard. like that's not my option. So as you say, why you just don't game on PC? I don't like mouse and keyboard, and when you game on PC, 99.9% of the time, you're gonna run into a mouse and keyboard thing, and that's not for me. Maybe you're okay with that, you know what I mean? But that's for me, no, that's not an option. Now again, uh I don't see what's the big deal about this if I think it's something new, something fresh. You know what I mean? If again, Microsoft here, we have the Xbox One. I love the system the way it is. But again, you know what? If you want to add more to it or as an add-on, if whatever, maybe plug into the USB drive or something. What again? What could be wrong with that? You know what I mean? Like what's like I don't understand. Like what can like I don't understand. Like how can yeah, metal, yeah, what's up, Jay? Yeah. Uh he hinted at, hardware being upgradable for as the Xbox One. Yeah, he said it today, you know what I mean? Now again, I don't see any cons about that whatsoever. You know what I mean? You can get the same games. Now if they saying now here's the like I said, they can be like the pros kind. The only kind I can see if they do make the Xbox One upgradable to make it more powerful, and that you had to get special games, games had to be to take advantage of that, then that's a con. But if you just play the games that you had, maybe you can play the games at a higher resolution. Because here's to me, like it's just a lot of factors here. Like we don't like a lot of developers came out and said that their engines, their game engines. Remember The Witcher, developed from The Witcher, the guys that made Batman, the guys that made Project Car. All of these guys said that their engines for their games is compatible, can be patched with DirectX 12. Now, if you don't know, so that, and people always say, well, that's just for PC. Which again, Windows 10, your Xbox One is a Windows 10 device. Whether you get a cell phone, Windows 10 device, it shares the same code. There's no difference. So if they patch it on your Windows 10 PC, they can patch it on your Xbox One. It shares the same code. Now they don't have to do any extra work. Nothing. You know what I mean? It's the same goddamn code. So maybe, like I said, when a lot of these games go back and be patched, like I said, what game was this? So a game just came out and it gave you the option when it was said to add the X12 or not. Maybe we might see that option now in some of our Xbox One games. You know, to maybe play it. Oh, the Division is a game that's coming out, and you can mess around with the settings and stuff in there. I mean, not to the extent of PC, but like the Division is coming out. You can the way that you turn them, you may get a higher frame rate. Even though the game is at 30 frames, but the frame rate may not take a hit if you turn some things down, lightning, affecting. You understand what I'm saying? And it's kind of like are both Microsoft and Sony, gearing us to more like PC. Well, the fucking Xbox One and there are they mid-range fucking PCs. x86, you got to install your games, their applications now. You understand what I'm saying? Like technology is forever moving forward. The days of us putting a goddamn cartridge in is no more. You know what I mean? And like I said, I think a lot of people are so afraid of change. You know what I mean? And I think that's the biggest goddamn gripe. You know what I mean? If like I said, I will always be a console gamer. Why? Because again, I don't like mouse and keyboard. And I just like to sit down on my ass, put my goddamn game, and expect it to work. If it don't work, I get a phone with Microsoft. Hey, listen here, man, Destiny keep crashing or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever the case. I'm not saying Steam doesn't have customer service. I had to send an email. And I'm was the type like if I had a problem with my Xbox, I hop on the phone, 1-800 for my Xbox, and I'm calling Microsoft. And I couldn't find like what the fuck, like that really like what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? That really turned me the fuck off, man. You know, I mean, true. If you stay on console, you're gonna fade them. Did you say if you stay on consoles, Zaire, you're gonna what? How do you figure? Say if you stay on consoles, you're gonna fade away. How do you figure that? Consoles is not going anywhere. First of all, everyone can afford, and that's to spend $600 on a gaming rig. So consoles will always be here. You know what I mean? Consoles will always be here. So that's not, you talking about every, like, I mean, gaming is, Nintendo's been around for the days of us playing, card games. Like, console gaming, a cheap fix is always going to be here. Not everyone fucking has the support. Gaming, I'm just saying, not gaming on PC is more. X is probably cheaper, but the initial spending out $500, people don't have that. You know what I mean? You can't buy a $200 goddamn gaming rig. You know what I mean? So again, consoles are not going anywhere. He said, I'm going to Jay says, I'm gonna say 117. Zaire, the problem is Microsoft doesn't have a clear message, man. Why do I have to buy? So they don't have a clear message. Okay. I think honestly, and this is not me damage controlling. I think from the beginning their message has been games, 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 games. Your games are your games. You know what I mean? And out of the big three, Microsoft is the only one to be in a unique space that they're Microsoft is Windows. I don't see what's the big deal if they're going to take their own intellectual IP and put their own game on their own store. Nintendo does it all the time. You see Smash on the fucking Wii, you see Smash on the 3DS, not a problem. Sony, you have fucking God of War on the PS4, God of War on the PS3, God of War on the Vita. What's the big issue? Like, I again, you know what I mean? Oh, PC gamer, they're just, it's market. Like, I don't, again, like I said, long as it doesn't affect the way that I get and I play my games, I don't have a problem with that. Xbox turned into PC. Now, the online thing, okay, cool. But again, how's the Xbox One turning into the PC? You know what I mean? Like, you say Xbox is turning into PC. Explain that to me. You know what I mean? Explain it to me. How is the Xbox turning it into the PC? You know what I mean? Since launch, nothing has changed how you get and play your games. You know what I mean? That hasn't changed. So how is it turning into the PC? I don't get that. You know what I mean? That's just something to say to be negative, man. You know what I mean? Sony just came out with an app right now. They was an app that I was not came out with right now. I was just reading in Bang Bang that an app that lets you stream your games from your PlayStation 4 to your PC or to your tablet. Is Sony turning into the PC? You know what I mean? Is Sony like some, a lot of you guys should just be over the top with this shit, just over exaggerating, like, for nothing, man. Like, people are so afraid of change or options. Nothing's even changed, and they're giving you more options. Listen, again, people are freaking out. If you don't want to use this at the device or whatever the case may be, you don't have to. Guess what? You can still play your games the way you're playing them now. So what's wrong with that? Like, Microsoft is damned if they do, damned if they don't. You know what I mean? If they're giving you an option, if you want it, if for those of you people that care about, frames per second and resolution and yada yada yada, for the digital foundries, guess what? You Xbox fans, we got something for you. You know what I mean? They got, oh, that's me right there. I'm like, what the fuck is that talking? We got something for you. Hold on, I'm trying to send a link to Iron Wolf. We got something for you. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Here I come, ladies and gentlemen. Here I come. I'm trying to get the shit to Iron Wolf. You know what I mean? Again, like, so what's the issue? You know what I mean? Okay, I got some questions. This guy is Xbox wanting for. The only thing that bothers me is the mixed signals and not having a clear message. If you're going to make crossplay, do it right. Why do I have to pay gear? Why do I have to pay for Gears of War Ultimate all over again if I already own it digitally on Xbox One? I don't think you do. Oh, I see what he's saying on far as PC. Good point. I guess, a good point. The game just came out on PC. He's saying that if you already have the games. Now, listen, thing. Now, I haven't really tried the Xbox Live thing on my PC. I would think, I mean, I haven't, tried it. But what you can do, I guess you can stream, I guess, from your console to your PC. But I think that was just a perk, for to get, to soften the blow for Quantum Break. They announcing Quantum Break on, PC, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, that is a perk. Like I said, if you buy it here, uh, if you not even you buy it here, if I don't, like I said, I don't know. Like, I mean, like, yeah, Microsoft with that, Microsoft, they do. Like I said, I'm not even going to damage control that. You know what I mean? If it's going to be crossplay for everything, just some things, it is. People love free shit. You know what I mean? People love free shit. Hold on. We got. I like the idea of the X12 console with the GPU cartridge in the style only limited style. Oh, this guy here, Eric. This guy, I'm shout out Eric. He said, I like the idea of a DX12 console with GPU cartridges in the style of old Nintendo when it's limited with cloud. Now, okay, listen. Now, here's another con. You know what I mean? What this, how you say, upgradable hardware for us, the Xbox One, if this comes out, would this be the last goddamn console? You understand what I'm saying? Well, we need to buy another goddamn console. If you can just keep making the Xbox One powerful, there will be no need to buy another console. Is this right here the end game? Like I said, like me, I'm old school too. I like going out. I like standing in line at midnight to get my console, bringing it home. It's exciting to me. Like I said, even dating to the back to the days of the NES. Now I haven't talked about it. I know I have attacked it from this angle right here. You know what I mean? Is this right here the end game? You know what I mean? If you buy an Xbox One, I mean, I don't know how many add-ons you could make. You can't change. I don't know what you probably could. Put some external RAM in there or something. But would this be the end game? You know what I mean? Because I do, like I said, I don't think they're going to step away from x86 because of the whole Windows 10 thing. It is what it is. So is this, like I said, not from the rumors, what I heard, Microsoft, yes, indeed, are making another console. You know what I mean? Chubby 770 are making another goddamn console. This guy said you don't have a brain, so you can't upgrade hardware in a console. Motherfucker, you dumb. I mean, listen, so I hate when people come and actually you was able to upgrade your RAM on your Nintendo 64, you dumb dick sucker. The Sega Genesis say hello. How many goddamn attachments did the Sega Genesis have? Like the fuck, AMD right now is boasting some tech about some external goddamn GP. Don't say what you can't do. Like, stop it, man. Like, stop. Listen, we can all agree to disagree. I hate when motherfuckers join the chat and act like they motherfucking Einstein. I've probably been playing video games since you thought bookers was candy. You know what I mean? Like dumb. Like, come on, like, stop that shit, man. No swapping part. It will be upgrade more of a powerful guy. You guys for link. It's on Polygon. Hold up, I could probably give it to you. I know they probably have it on Info4G. I'll put it in the chat, or somebody can put it in the chat. You know what I mean? The article was on Polygon though. Actually, it's not on Info4G right now at all. But it was that's hold on, it's on my cell phone. Well, somebody will be so kind to link the guy that's asking for it. Jay Williams, shout out to Jay. The reason to buy an Xbox over at PC to play games is $350 versus $1,000. Like I said before, consoles would always be here. You know what I mean? Consoles will always be here because again, everybody can afford to play, to buy gaming rigs. You know what I mean? Not everybody's PC savvy. Like I said, some people just want to sit on the ass, plug and play. Sith Lord Mike, I would love if any powerful PC with a blue drive can turn into an Xbox One for $350 for the price, right? Double innocent. Half the people in here didn't read his tweet. Oh yeah, you know what I mean. Hold on. How could we do that with the Rizbis? Like I said, I would. My suggestion, like I said, if they were to do this for those that are just joining right now, for what I mean, it's through, I guess through the USB drive. Now, if you got to open the console up and all that shit, nah, that's not going to take off for the masses. You know what I mean, or like I said, it may be only for the tech savvy. But if, like I said, this wants to be adopted by the mass and the publics, it got to be where you can just plug it into your USB drive and keep it moving. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I don't see any. I don't see the negative here at all. You know what I mean? As long as, like I said, they don't just start making special games for this attachment, and you can still, play games the way you play them. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? This guy here put, I sold my PlayStation 4 to upgrade my PC. Douchebag, they have external graphics cards for laptops. Good point. Okay. You know what I mean? Like I said, I mean, it can be done. He put, my problem with all this is that hold on, let me read you, Con. Microsoft doesn't have a clear message about what this Windows 10 shit. They talking about cross-buy, crossplay, but it's not happening. I have a very capable gaming PC. I want to see what Gears Ultimate looks like on PC. You just sent me this message. That's you. I just read your message. Why do I have to pay for it again? $29 again for the same under the same system account gamer tag. I don't, like I said, and again, maybe, like I said, that was just for that one game for Quantum Break. Now I don't know if Microsoft said cross buy for all their games. I mean, like I said, that's me. Like I said, I'm buying Quantum Break. I'm getting the physical copy. I mean, I didn't pre-order it digitally. You know what I mean? But even, like I said, I probably wouldn't even boot it up. If you buy, if you pre-ordered it on the X, you get the Windows 10 code. I probably wouldn't even use it. To be honest with you. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't even use it. You know what I mean? And I don't want to play Gears of War on the PC because, again, I don't want to go against mouse and keyboard. I'm not knocking those that like it. That's just not me. I'm a controller dude, and it's no fun to me getting my ass kicked in a time. They ain't no fun to me, man. You know what I mean? So that's why, like I said, that doesn't appeal to me. You know what I mean? So, like I said, anybody want to, just before we get there, maybe got anything to add to this? Do anybody see the positives in it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you guys think? You know what I mean? I see you guys in here just cracking on each other. Earthworm Jim said there are positive and there are negatives. What are your positives and what are your negatives, Earthworm Jim? Riz Biz, but to me, it looks like the Xbox One is yet to show us true colors. Mm. Irishman said it kills the console war. This is, like I said, this is a game changer. This will be huge for Microsoft. You know what I mean? DJ Yossi, the positive, the Xbox One can now become more powerful. I am an everyday gamer, but I think Xbox Windows 10 should be more like cell phones, where all games bought on Google Apple stores play on all compatible devices, from HTC Evo to Samsung. Just think about a game bought on the Microsoft Store works on PC or the Xbox. It also will work on future Xbox and through PC upgrades. I think maybe that's their end game or where they're going with. Oh shit! I came off the chat by mistake. Hold on. That might be their end game where they're going with it. You know what I mean? You had to pause it. What I think of the day, what Microsoft's come to the conclusion, those that are going to play on PC are going to play on PC. Those that are going to play on consoles, like myself, are going to play on consoles. You know what I mean? Mike, what's up, Mike Ortiz? He said, Mike Ortiz said, I don't see why it doesn't matter how many skies they have. People upgrade their phones every year. The phones are worth double of what these systems are. Just have a higher version that runs better and lower SKUs for people who can't afford higher SKUs. It's the same thing. Good point. Again, like I said, long as they don't, I won't say the customers will be confused, or you got to start getting certain games. As long as, like I said, the same games work, you can boot them. Like I said, you're not gonna lose your library, and it's something to add if you're those that wants to, get the 4K or the 1080p, lock 60 frames per second, whatever the case may be. You have that option, and like I said, options are always good. And this nigga, he ain't letting that Gears go. He's still talking about that Gears of War. He's like, man, why is the consumer, like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I mean, I guess if I mean, I actually know what did you buy? Well, I will call Microsoft. Call them 1-800 for my Xbox. Shit, call them. It won't hurt. You know. Corey Fry put Zaire. Microsoft doesn't care about the PC. It's just PR talk. They have a PC in the living room called the Xbox One. The console will be upgraded to compete against Steam. Um, I would say Xbox owners with better specs playing online with better frames. Is that fair? Um, again, it comes down to people that play on gaming rigs, I guess. Um, you got some people that may have a 560 Ti. Another person may have a Titan. So you telling me the guy with the Titan is going to have an advantage of playing the games online because he has a better rig? I don't know. Is that a good question? I don't know. When it comes down to multiplayer, never thought about it like that. We got Game Slayer X said the next Xbox One or the next Xbox will be an upgradable piece. Long story short, it will be Microsoft's own PC in the living room. I think the Xbox One now is a PC in the living room. It's a Windows 10 device. Uh, Scotty Bones put, I believe that there will be blood in the streets if they make the Xbox even stronger than the PlayStation and any Steam box out there. Ponies will lose their shit if they give us GPU upgrades. Yeah, like I said in the day, I wonder how much these upgrades will cost, or how much would it cost you this attachment? You know what I mean? Here's another question. Would it be something that any of you guys here would use? You know what I mean? Like how much would they charge for this attachment to be $200, $250? That's another variable. Like how much are they going to charge? Like, you know what I mean? What's up, my little bro T Reaper? So the positive from this boss is that PC and Xbox One will be connected in one ecosystem. Games, multiplayer. Now, matter what your platform of choice, if you want to expand your multiplayer options of graphics purpose on console or PC, in the end, the Microsoft community is one big happy family. One big happy family. Bang bang. Got to love that 16 party chat. Now, me, like I said, prime example on Street Fighter 5, you have an option to play against PC guys or console guys. Like I said, you can't really, not saying you can't, but it's hard to go against controller against mouse and keyboard. You know what I mean? Like it's like Jesus, they tear your ass up every time. You know what I mean? Like I said, it is. Look, as long as they give you the option to do that. Well, 560, if it's a TI or whatever, it's a 560 Ti. Or if it's a 560, I don't know what the fuck. Then Bond had them old ass 560. Dan White put, we'll call it the Xbox 32X. Pop Off Gaming said, go watch the Milo video at point 25. They show a great hard drive connected to the Xbox One. Who the fuck is the Milo video? I don't know what the hell was that. Somebody put it in there. DJ Yo said, Zaire, you should sell your PC codes and get some cash on the side. You know what, bro? I'm not. I'm not. I would give it away. I'm more like I said. I won't even sell. I just give it to somebody on my channel for those that in the PC game and shit. I just most likely give it away. You know what I mean? I ain't really with selling shit, man. This is Eric. Man, this also the PS4 won't compete. Truth hurts. No, you talking about some that? Yeah, I'm talking about some country race shit down there. Jerry B said, well, here's a good question before I get out. Do you think if Microsoft does this and it is successful and it's adapted by the masses, do you think this is something that Sony would do? Look into. Now, if you're just joining me live, I told you guys before, there was an article that came out 2 years ago, and I forgot the name of the magazine. I did a video on it, that the vice president of Netflix did say that both Microsoft and Sony were going to put out um, newer hardware, whatever, for to be compatible with 4K. As far as Netflix streaming and stuff like that. But again, do you think this would be something that Sony would do also? Do you think they can pull it off? You know what I mean? Like, do you think if Microsoft would Sony be able to do it also? You know what I mean? Or would they do it? Not if they can. Would they? Something that they would look into. You know what I mean? This would be actually if this is successful, whatever the case, this would be a good thing for Sony also because, like I said, it would save them money because again, it costs us a lot of money to do hardware. To be in the hardware business. And it'll be a way for them to extend this life cycle here. This was its eighth generation. They can both Microsoft and Sony fend off Nintendo just in case Nintendo comes out with this behemoth. I don't know that they will, you know what I mean? But like us, it's interesting, you know what I mean? Wouldn't that be a bombshell to drop at E3? Microsoft said, "Come out, we got the Slim, and guess what? We got the external power for your Xbox One." I think that doom. I am an everyday gamer. Said, wait, hold on. So you guys writing in here so quick. Wayne put if the Xbox One upgraded, you would see improvement in the games you have now. I guess they will update. Like I said before, Wayne, good question because a lot of developers did say that a lot of their engines were DirectX 12 compatible. You know what I mean? So now the prime example, Just Cause 3, they have been with GDC in 2 weeks, whatever the case, CDC, whatever the fuck it's called, in March, and Just Cause 3 is one of the games they said that they're going to patch with the X12. So I want to see how it benefits the Xbox One. So, like, damn, this is good news. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I was hoping for a little bit more Xbox news at this Windows event. I don't think we got any besides him hitting that the Xbox One, could be upgradable hardware. He hinted at that, so you know. Uh, well, I guess Jay Dubai put. I don't want to sink more money into a dead console. I'm just going to PC and PS4 and keep it simple. He said, "Yeah, the Xbox One is dead. God damn." So you got Gears of War 4 on the way. You got Quantum Break on the way. You got Cup. Yeah, all these goddamn exclusives on the way. You said the Xbox One is dead. Oh man, I guess more power to you, man. Shit, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I can't wait to get my hands on Scalebound too. Fergie Spartan, but technically, I really don't care about this competition right now. I just play my games, and I'm going to get a PS3 soon. So damn, so this really doesn't matter to me. Damn, you gonna get a PS3? Damn. Oh, okay. Have fun with that, baby boy. Well, I guess that's about it. Anybody got anything new to add? I'm gonna get the hell out of there. Probably somebody to crap, mooch somebody who's gonna probably be doing a Wii U Mad said the power is not the problem with the Xbox One, it's the lack of quality games. Are you fucking shitting me? What's wrong with the Xbox One exclusives? Now I can tell by your name Wii U Mad that you're a Nintendo fan. You talk about somebody having a lack of games. Don't throw stones if you live in the glass house. When the goddamn last game released for the Wii U? And like I said, I'm a 38-year-old man. I do not give a fuck about Mario. How many times you gonna say that princess, man? I've been saving that princess since 1984, man. That's it. Uh, here go another guy. AZ, let's be real. DX12 is not going to help the Xbox at all. Real talk. I don't know if you're just trolling or just saying that shit just to be, you know what I mean? Okay. So Oh man, I'm gonna put it like this before I get the hell out of here. People that say that don't know what the hell they're talking about, and obviously, like I say, if you're saying it to be funny or whatever the case may be. So you're saying that DirectX 12 is not gonna. Now we done heard all the benefits of it. You know what I mean? Everything that that's in your Xbox One. Play this, but just with DirectX 12 alone. If you don't know, you may have a multi-core GPU or CPU, and before, it was only one core could talk to the GPU at a time. But with DirectX 12, all of the cores can converse with the GPU, and again, that frees up so many resources. And for your PC, I was just gonna say Windows 10 because DirectX 12 is exclusive to Windows 10. Windows 10 PC, Windows 10 Xbox shares the same code. Even Windows 10 tablet, Windows 10 cell phone shares the same code. If my tablet received a 15% performance increase, why would my console? I'm sorry, in my cell phone. Just like sometimes when, like I said, when people say that, maybe I think they just say that shit for the console war or whatever the fuck the case may be. If my tablet received a performance increase, why would my console? Like that's just like I said, Microsoft said let the game speak for themselves, and we all seen Quantum Break, like really, like that's really pushing the boundary. Like Quantum Break is serious. I can't wait till they see what they do with Gears of War 4. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be bananas too, man. Whether you like Gears or not, but it is what it is, man. But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. Look, if you haven't checked out yesterday's podcast, interesting. If you want to see a real live cat fight, Crap and Tim go for the gusto, man. They clawed each other eyes out, but they made it at the end of the show. Now, normally we don't do that on Big Game or Small Talk. That was rare, you know what I mean? But like I said, sometimes emotions ride high. People, people root for these consoles like sometimes like their favorite team. People, like I said, are passionate about gaming, but Crap and Mojo, love is love. You know what I mean? Wavy Cricket AZ, when you're gonna start doing interviews? You know what? I'm supposed to be debating tonight. Look at I'm supposed to be debating Rated D. He went round 2. You know what I mean? I'm gonna slaughter Rated D again, you know what I mean? But I just haven't had the time, Wavy Cricket, you know what I mean? Next week, or maybe starting Saturday, I'm gonna do like one a week. I'm gonna pick a YouTuber or whatever the case, like one a week. And if you can be the first one, you know what I mean? Just hit me up on Twitter, inbox me on Twitter, Zaire2005. Scotty Boom says, Zaire, don't forget about me for that debate. Yeah, you know what? It's crazy. I post, like I said in the day, I don't know. It was hard getting people to do it. You know what I mean? People talk that stuff like it's for fun. Like I said, we can all agree to disagree. I ain't with the weird shit. You know what I mean? I wanted to do like 3 Xbox versus 3 ponies. You know what I mean? But it was hard. But Rated D, if you guys want to see a debate, we're supposed to be tonight. I forgot all about it, to be honest with you. Supposed to be debating Rated D today about 8 o'clock or so, or somewhere around there. But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. Just thank you for coming by and just popping shit and just talking about it, man. But to me, before I get out of the close, I think it's a win-win for Microsoft, man. It's a plus. Bang, bang.